Well, change has indeed come for the Miami Dolphins, who were embarrassed at home last night by the Baltimore Ravens, 28-6, record of 2-7. It's not a full house cleaning, though. Out is general manager Chris Grier. Now, that's significant. He's been with the team since the 2000 season. He got there roughly 10 years before Stephen Ross took over as owner. He's been the general manager for the past decade. Now, Grier gone. They're calling it a mutual parting, but how mutual is it, really? Regardless, he's out. And Champ Kelly, senior personnel executive, takes over as the GM. Couple of things to say here. First of all, it's a fairly important time for the Dolphins. We're 4 days away from the trade deadline, and they seem to be in sell mode to the extent that any trades are done and offers need to be evaluated, decisions need to be made. Champ Kelly will be making those decisions, apparently, subject to the final approval of ownership, obviously, if any of these players that the Dolphins may be interested in moving are indeed traded to new teams. So it is a pivotal moment, and there is going to be a lot of work that needs to be done between now and Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. The other side of it is Coach Mike McDaniel is safe. He had his press conference on Friday morning. He wasn't fired at the time that the Grier mutual parting was announced. There are reports that McDaniel is indeed staying, but do we really think that he's going to be there next year, week one? I'm a firm believer in avoiding what appears to be a half measure. This feels like a half measure. You either get rid of everyone or you get rid of no one. And let's play this out. They hire a new general manager after the season, and then that person decides whether or not they're going to keep Mike McDaniel. That doesn't make any sense. It seems to me that it's just a matter of time before McDaniel is gone. And I'm a firm believer that once you've decided to move on from your coach, the right thing to do for everyone is to move on from your coach. Because now your coach is going to be expecting it, and that's going to hover over his work, his preparation. I know he said he never thinks about it, but come on. How could you not think about it? How could you not be distracted by the question of, is it going to happen next week after the Bills home game? Is it going to happen after the game in Madrid against the Commanders during the bye week? Is it going to just happen after the final game of the regular season? So dysfunctional teams do dysfunctional things, and it is dysfunctional to have your GM and your head coach on two different tracks. The teams that get it have everyone together, and either everyone goes or everyone stays. In this case, if you're going to pick one or the other, you could make the argument that Grier needed to go because Grier is responsible for the roster, and the roster just hasn't been good enough. Throw on top of it the fact that Grier is the person who presumably signed off on giving Tua Tagovailoa a new contract in 2024 when he had a $23.2 million fifth-year option. They could have done the franchise tag thing. They could have waited to sign him to a long-term deal after his rookie deal expired. Who were they competing with when they gave him $150 million fully guaranteed over 3 years? That was a bad contract. Even if they'd gone fifth-year option, franchise tag, it would have been about $110 million. They gave him an extra $40 million, and now they're stuck with $50+ million next year, fully guaranteed. So a new regime is going to be handcuffed by this Tua Tagovailoa contract. What does that do as a practical matter? It becomes a factor for candidates who have options. If I'm in demand and I'm looking at one job where I've got a free and clear path to make my decisions about the roster, including quarterback, that's going to be more attractive to me than going to a place where job number one, what do we do with this $54 million obligation? Do we keep him on the team and just not play him? Do we find a way to trade him and get somebody to pay some of his salary? Or do we just cut the cord? That's going to be something that will cause anyone who has multiple teams pursuing his services to say, maybe this isn't the right time to go become the coach or the GM of the Miami Dolphins. So they've got many issues. There's not much that a new GM can do during the season. You want to make the team better now? And Ross's statement says it's urgent to make things better now. GM's not going to do much to make things better now. The coach is the one who can, if anyone, make things better now. The reality is things aren't going to get better for the Dolphins. I wonder at some level, is this an effort by Ross both to placate the fans and continue on a path toward tanking, toward having the highest possible draft picks in every round next year? Regardless, for now, Chris Grier is out. And it feels like eventually, if not inevitably, Mike McDaniel will be out as well. And those jobs will not be as attractive as they could be for next year because of the lingering financial obligation to quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.